following program is being brought to you in compatible color, pioneered and developed by RCA.
So you see, Doctor, you see, I've had a very unhappy childhood, very unhappy. Really, I lived in a very tough neighborhood, and I had a terrible experience when I was 4 years old. My home ran away from me.
Oh, just a moment, Mr. Berle. You mean you ran away from home?
No, we lived in a trailer. I fell out. No, but Doctor, please, you gotta tell me, what is my problem? What's my problem?
Well, from what you have told me so far of your childhood and your experiences as you grew to maturity, I would diagnose your case very simply.
What?
You have a split personality.
Split personality? What, are you crazy? Did you ever see my act? I do a single. There's only one Milton Berle, and that's Bob Hope. What am I saying?
No. A split personality simply means there's another Milton Berle.
There's another Milton Berle. Where is he? The fraud, the phony? I'll find him. Is he here?
Please.
What do you mean there's another Milton Berle? I don't understand.
Mr. Berle, I'm only trying to explain that there's a clash of personalities within you.
What do you mean?
Sometimes you feel deserted, without a friend in the world.
Right.
And at other times you feel as if you have thousands of friends.
You bet I have. Hello, Abe. Hello, George. Hello, Alexander. These are my friends.
Please, Mr. Berle, you must cooperate if you want me to...
I'm trying to cooperate, Doctor, but you haven't helped me. Another thing, you haven't told me about the dreams that I've been having. The dreams where I'm afraid to go on my show every night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I'm afraid to go on my show.
That's the dream of millions of people.
Like this, the Groucho of the Couch Show. Will you answer my question, Doctor? Tell me, what's wrong with me, please?
Very simple.
What?
The pressure of the responsibility of being the star of your own show weighs heavily upon you.
That's right.
And what you must do to relieve that pressure is to get yourself an understudy.
Get an understudy?
Yes. In that way, you'll know, even though you're not there, that the show will go on.
That's a great idea, Doc. I'll get myself an understudy. Oh, but where am I going to find somebody that has my charm and my personality and my good looks? I know, I'll get the other Milton Berle. That's what I'll do. Thank you very much, Doctor.
Just a moment,
You're
Mr.
very
Berle.
slow. What is it?
That will be $25.
Oh, Doctor, please, that's ridiculous. I can't give you this.
Why not?
You don't want to break up a beautiful friendship. Come on, Abe. Come on, Grover. So long, Doctor. Thank you very, very much.
Say!
It's the Milton Berle Show, coming to you live in full color, pioneered and developed by RCA Victor, and in compatible black and white, with the dynamic Mickey Rooney, the sparkling Peggy King, Arnold Francis Stang, Ruth Max Gilbert, Victor Young and his orchestra, with Casey Adams, Shirley Mitchell, and starring Mr. Color Television, Milton Berle, all presented by RCA, world leader in electronics, and RCA Victor. Sunbeam, best electric appliances made, and Sunbeam electric tools. Whirlpool Seeger, manufacturers of RCA Whirlpool, dependable home appliances to save you work and serve you well.
Does this imply? This is very strange. Has Mr. Berle decided that he's gonna make a change?
Who will qualify? Who will get the part? To be a genius, is it necessary to be smart? I just heard from someone in the know that there's a very good reason there's a change in the show.
He's holding this audition to fill a new position. He needs an understudy who can do what he does.
Talent is atomic.
But he's a wary comet.
He's older than he used to be. In fact, he always was.
I'm looking for a genius, a trooper who's a super-duper genius, somebody who is charming, who is handsome, and alarming, who can sing like Frank and dance like Fred and make up funny jokes right out of his head. Yes, I'm looking for a genius, but someone who has to be twice as good as anyone else and half as good as me. Now I'm all ready to make my choice. Is there a young fellow among you that has a very good voice?
Yes, sir, right here. All of me. Why not take all of me?
Nice.
All of me. Why not take all of me?
That's pretty nice. Next one, please. Next one, please.
All of me. Why not take all of me? Making rules. Get out of here, will you?
After all, it's comedy that the public wants to buy. I need a low-down commie, stoogey, hokey sort of guy. Who's stoogey? Not hokey enough. Next one, please. Not hokey enough. Next one, please. Next one. You're hokey enough. You're signed, young man.
We can sing better than he. We can act better than he. We can dance better than he.
Better than me?
Better.
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 And Ricky, baby, I can see that you're twice as good as anyone else and half as big as me. You're a well-appreciated, Adler elevated genius with a capital G. Mickey, this is really a very big surprise.
Thank you, Milt. It's wonderful to be with
After
you.
all, if you, Mickey, coming to get an understudy job with me, it's remarkable. I don't know why you're doing this, because after all, you're a big motion picture star. You should be making more pictures.
Well, Milton, I would be making more pictures, except I'm having a little trouble finding a leading lady.
You can't find a leading lady?
You see, I'm too short for Jane Russell and too late for Grace Kelly.
Well, you can't blame Grace, you know what I mean? Because when she hollers, "Here, Prince," you don't want to kiss a cocker spaniel like you. Look, Mickey, let's sit down over here at the table.
Yes, Milt, thank you.
I don't think that you... I don't think you have to worry about a leading lady.
Why?
Because I just saw your new picture that you made, The Bold and the Brave.
Well,
You're absolutely sensational.
thank you very much, Milton.
But there's one thing that bothers me.
What's that?
Why did they have Wendell Corey play the part of the buddy in the picture? Did you know I was available?
Milton, this was The Bold and the Brave, not the old and the brave.
Very good. Very fast. Now, that's the kind of a guy I like to have working for me.
Really?
A fellow that's not afraid to ad-lib with his boss.
Yes, sir.
You're fast.
Thank you.
Furious.
Thank you, sir.
You're funny.
Thank you.
You're fired. Get out. Get out.
Listen, no, wait a minute, Milton. I want a job as an understudy because I want to be in television with you.
Well,
I just want to be in television.
Down, boy, down. May I just tell you something, Mickey, baby? What? You've been in television.
I know, but that was film.
Oh, film.
All film. You see, I want to do a live show where I can feel the spontaneity of the live audience right before
Spell
me.
spontaneity.
S-P-I...
What do you mean? Look, so you want to be...
No, I want to be in live television because I want to worm my way into television that way.
Well, a lot of stars have wormed their way into television through my show.
That's what I've heard. You've got the wormiest show on television.
Very funny. I have only 2 words for you.
What's that?
Donald O'Connor.
Who's she?
Now, look. Look, Andy, let's have a hearty-to-hearty talk.
Yeah.
Now, I want to understand one thing.
What's
look,
that?
If you want to be with me, it's all right, but let me think it over. You want to be in like...
I want to be an understudy. I want to do anything you want me to do, Milt. You see, I'll do any little thing.
Let me think this over. I'll tell you what I'll do.
I want to be with Mr. Television, you know.
Thank you.
Huh?
You're very nice.
I do. Don't you feel it?
The most important thing, Mickey, for you to do is to do as I do, act as I act, say what I say at all times.
Do as you do, act as you do, say what you say at all times.
That's
I'm
right.
going to try...
Peggy King on stage for rehearsal.
Peggy King on stage for rehearsal.
Quiet.
Quiet.
Not yet, you dope.
Not yet, you dope.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Stop. You haven't got the job
You
yet.
haven't got the job! Oh, gosh, I don't get paid to
I know I do. Don't get out of line. Now look. Are you pushing me or something? I'm saying now stop. Peggy King on stage.
Peggy King!
Oh, Peggy, may I tell you, you look simply ravishing. A little kiss. Of course, you know Mickey Rooney.
How do you do,
Mickey, Rooney, Ruberosa.
Oh, no.
Please, will you please?
Excuse me, I lost my head.
You got another one. I'll tell you, look. Don't ad-lib, kid. I want to just... Sorry, Mickey got carried away.
Yeah, well, one more kiss like that and I'll get carried away.
One more kiss like that and you'll kiss your job goodbye. Peggy, would you do me a favor? Let's go over here to the script table and you take a script. These are the jokes they're going to use in the next show.
I'm the understudy?
Yes,
Nope.
you take this script, you read these jokes, because in case I get sick, you might have to do them for me. Go ahead.
Milton?
Yeah?
You might have to have an understudy for the understudy.
Why, what's wrong?
I just read these jokes and I'm getting sick.
Oh, shut up. Pick that script. Will you pick up the script? Now, here's the way we start the scene. I start first. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to present to you that delightful young singing star from the George Noble Show, the very, very beautiful Peggy King. And there's applause, 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 and you come out. And I say to you, hello, Peggy. You look my charm. Hello, Peggy. You look simply ravishing, beautiful, and adorable.
Oh, Milton, please, you're making me blush.
How do you like this? I got a royal flush out of a king. I got a royal flush.
I'm sorry, I just refused to learn these lines.
Wait a minute, just a minute.
No, I'm terribly
What's
sorry.
wrong
It's
with
terrible.
it? That's
These
a
are
very
wrong.
good joke.
Oh, Mickey, really, Milton is right. I mean, George once did that very same joke.
George Goebel?
No, George Washington.
Oh, George Goebel, I know.
George Goebel would never do a joke like that.
No, that George Goebel, I know. That's the shaving brush with the little guy under it. It's the only 16-inch comedian I've ever seen on a 24-inch screen. He's a...
Now, wait just a minute, Mr. Berle.
What do you mean?
You know, size doesn't have to enter into this thing at all.
I
After
was
all, I
just
wouldn't be
kidding.
touchy about size.
I was just kidding.
Though I be short,
Yeah.
I'm not touchy.
Yeah.
But don't mention it.
Don't mention it.
No, don't mention 14-inch brushes
All I said
because
about-
George Goebel,
Yes.
George Goebel happens to be a wonderful comic.
Yeah, I think
One of the best,
He's one of the
and
great
he's very, very delightful, especially when he works with the very charming Miss Peggy King. Especially when they do this kind of a bit together, Milton, you know.
Well, you know the reason he does that bit.
Why?
He can't, he's got a very bad memory. He's got the jokes tattooed on her eyeballs.
You know, when he says, hello, pretty, perky, Peggy, Wiggy,
Hello, Midgie, Mickey.
who's snookum, ookum, fookum, gookum, cookums are you?
I'm here, lookum.
Anybody got a tum? Oh, this is... Will you, let's break it up. Will you do me a favor, Peggy, darling? Will you get ready for your production number, please? Put on your
Sure, I'll
dress,
put on my
please.
costume.
Yes, do that, will you, darling?
Goodbye, Mickey Wicky.
Goodbye, Peggy Wiggy. Oh, Milt, she is charming.
Yes, she is. I told you to study my lines, not hers. Now, look, Mickey, this kind of a girl doesn't go for your type of fella.
What do you mean?
She likes a man 6 feet and over.
Sure, what good are men 6 feet under?
Now, look. Will you do me a favor?
What?
That's the kind of jokes I like. The way you ad-lib that...
You like it?
You'll fit the job
Have I
as
got the job with you?
You got the job as the
I
understudy.
want it as the understudy.
Right. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go into my office, and I'll have Max draw up a contract.
Good, Milt.
All right. Max! Max!
Yes?
My secretary, Max, I want you to draw up a contract with this gentleman. You know who this gentleman is? This Mr. Rooney, you know who he is?
Sure. Hello, Pat.
This is not Pat. This is Andy Hardy. You know, Andy Hardy goes to Vassar, Andy Hardy takes a Milltown. Andy Hardy sees Bridie Murphy. Andy.
You remember me.
Andy, don't you know him?
Oh, sure, Andy. I should have recognized you from your picture.
Thank you, thank you.
How's Amos?
How's Rick Guston? Look, Max, if you're looking for the human race, it went that way. Don't you know who this fella is?
Let me explain it to her, will you, Milt?
You can explain. She's yours.
Now, listen, darling. You know, even though I've been in Hong Kong and I'm a soldier of fortune, I can tell you one thing. I may run a lot of contraband, but you're my style. And furthermore, I end up with big ears. You know who I am now, huh? With the big ears?
Very, very, very good. Very good. Now you know who it is?
Oh, yeah. Jimmy Stewart.
It's not Jimmy Stewart.
No, it's not Jimmy Stewart either. You see, sort of. Well, you know what? You remind me of a girl that I went with back home once. Sort of, very, very charming little girl, awful cute. Come to think of it, cute as a bug. Awful cute as a bug, but homely as a girl.
See? Now you know who it is?
Oh, yes, Peter Lorre.
Not Peter Lorre.
I'll strangle your neck until the eyeballs bug right out of you.
Easy, boy. If there's going to be any impersonations on the show, I'm going to do them.
You're going to do them?
All right, wise guy.
Huh?
All right, wise guy.
Yeah.
Listen, baby.
Go.
This is Bogey, baby. Baby Bogey. I can't stay here too long. I have an appointment, and I'll be back in an hour.
I tell you what, I have an appointment too, Milt, and I'll be back in an hour.
But
So
just a minute, Mickey.
Huh?
You're only my understudy. I'll keep my appointment first. But first, you have to go over and tell Peggy King you're ready for a production number.
Huh?
Do that right away. Tell Peggy King you're ready for a production number.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
I'll do it.
Do that. You're only an understudy. Now, Max, I want you to draw up a contract for Mr. Rooney. Do that for me, will you, please?
Don't hurry, honey. But if you ever get a chance, why don't you come up and see me sometime?
I know who that is. Elvis Presley. I'll be right back.
Let me see now. This is a contract between Jimmy Stewart, Annie Laurie, Elvis Gable, and the Bogeyman.
I could have danced, danced, danced all night.
So, Doc, I did what you told me to. I got myself an understudy. I got myself a very good understudy. Too good. You know what he does? He sings, he dances, he tells jokes, he does impersonations. You know what's happening? He's slowly but surely stealing the show away from me.
Mr. Berle, you're developing a feeling of inferiority based on a fear of inadequacy, which gives you a distorted view of the total perspective.
You mean I need glasses?
No. You have an anxiety complex.
I have, I say.
Yes, your traumas are showing through your syndrome.
Oh, sorry, I got dressed in a hurry this morning. Look, Doctor, you've got to help me. Tell me what's wrong and what am I going to do about the whole thing?
Well, now the solution is very simple.
What?
It's all in your split personality.
Again with my split personality?
That's right. You want a good understudy,
That's
yet
right.
you don't want him to be too good, or he might take your show away.
That's
So
right.
the thing to do is to give him only small, insignificant duties to perform.
You hit it, Doctor. Oh, thank you. I'm doing a production number with Peggy King. Just she and I. We're the stars of the number. You know what I'll do to this guy? I'll deflate his ego. I'll put him way in the back. I'll make a bum out of him. I'll make him a chorus boy. Then he bound to look bad. Thank you very much, Doctor.
Well, you just follow my advice, and we'll get rid of your split personality.
Thank you very much.
Oh, Mr. Berle.
Yeah, what is it?
Haven't you forgotten something?
Oh, yes, the money. I'm awfully
Yes,
sorry.
the money.
There you are. That's 10, that's 11, that's $12, and there's 50 cents.
But it's $25 a visit.
Sorry, my other personality is broke. You'll have to owe it to you. Thank you.
Hello, Mr. Rooney.
Hello, Doc. Gee, I did exactly what you told me to do. You know what I mean? I took this fellow and I built him up to the sky. I told him how great he was, you know, buttered him up real good.
Yes.
And I told him how wonderful he was, Mr. Television, everything. You know, and I finally got the job as his understudy.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well,
Yeah.
I know when you first came here, you told me you had a fear complex.
I did.
That you were afraid to face a live audience in television.
So true.
So I advised you to start small and gradually build up your courage.
Right. But now that I have the job as the understudy, I seem to have the fear that now that I have this job that I will always be an understudy, you know?
No,
I do something.
no, Mr. Rooney. Your neurosis can be easily overcome by doing the little things you are given to do brilliantly. And in doing them so, you will gain assurance and finally achieve the stardom you deserve.
Do the little things you say.
Yes.
I see what you mean. Just do any little thing that he might suggest, more or less. And then in that way, even though I do the little things, I'll just sort of gradually steal the show away from him, as it were.
That's
huh?
the idea. Now, remember,
Small.
you are very talented.
Yes.
You must believe in yourself.
Uh-huh.
You can be anybody, anything.
I can be anybody, anything.
Right.
Yeah, you're right, Doc. You're right. You're 100% right. I'll tell you something. You've done a great job, because now I know it's exactly right, 100% right. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, thank you.
Just a moment, Mr. Rooney. Haven't you forgotten something? $25.
Of course,
please.
I understand exactly what you mean. I'll just write this whole thing out for you there. There we go, Doc.
Thank you very
Thanks very
much.
much.
Yes. $25, signed James Cagney.
We'll see what happens when Milton and Peggy King do a production number with Mickey as one of the chorus boys. But first, an important message from RCA Victor.
New from RCA Victor. Handiest TV set ever built. RCA Victor Personal TV. Light enough to take anywhere.
Wonderful. What's that?
A detachable stand. Tilts for easy viewing.
How's the picture?
Sharp, clear. It's RCA Victor picture quality.
Where's the antenna?
It's hiding here. And there's even a connection for an outside antenna if needed. Make RCA Victor's new personal TV your very own set. Keep it in your bedroom. Watch the shows you want to see. Or use it in your office. Watch important newscasts, ball games. In your kitchen, anywhere in your home. Also ideal is a second set.
What's it cost?
Lowest priced RCA Victor ever. Only $125 in 3 modern colors. Pick it up at your RCA Victor dealer.
RCA Victor salutes National Radio Week, May 13th through May 19th. See your RCA Victor dealer.
These 2 portable radios are about to be dropped. Watch this daring crash test.
This case completely demolished. But RCA Victor's non-breakable impact case doesn't have a scratch, chip, or dent. So tough, it's guaranteed for 5 full years by RCA Victor. No chipping, no cracking, no breaking. RCA Victor gives you a complete line of new portables, all completely restyled. Here's another RCA Victor exclusive. Twist this new wave finder antenna. Pull in your favorite stations loud and clear. Only RCA Victor portables have the non-breakable impact case. As low as $29.95 at your RCA Victor dealers.
Good night, Peggy. Good night. The milkman's on its way.
Good night, Millie. Good night. Night has turned to day.
I see a new sun in the sky, and my new horizon has reached a new high.
Yesterday my heart sang a blues song, but today here it sing a cheery new song.
I dreamed a new dream, I see a new face, and I'm spreading sunshine all over the place.
With a new point of view, here's what greets my eye. New love, new luck, new sun in the sky.
And I'm spreading sunshine all over the place.
With a new point of view, here's what greets my eye. New love, new love, new love, new sun in the sky.
But why did you let him get in front of you, Mr. Berle? You went against your better judgment. You said you were going to make him a chorus boy, yet you let him steal the entire scene away from you. That was wrong, Mr. Berle. Very wrong.
I know it was, Doc.
I told you to only give him small parts.
Yeah.
Keep him small.
Yeah.
You must keep this man under your thumb.
This guy I could keep under my hangnail. But, Doctor, I can't control him. I can't control him.
Yes, you can.
I can't.
But you don't want to.
What do you mean I don't want to?
Well, the reason you don't want to is that subconsciously you want to destroy yourself.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Yes, you have a suicidal drive.
Oh, you ridiculous. I never used the freeway. Please, Doctor, you gotta help me. What am I gonna do?
Well, putting him in the chorus obviously didn't help.
I guess not.
So you'll have to put him further back. Put him backstage. Make him a stagehand.
That's what I'll do. I'll make him a stagehand. Oh, boy, what a night. This has really deflated his ego. Thank you very much, Doctor. I appreciate it.
Just a moment, Mr. Berle.
Yeah.
Haven't you forgotten something? $25.
Yeah, Doctor, did you hear the funny joke about the guy that was driving down the street in a Cadillac, and a little kid looked at him and said, "Hey, stupid, what question did you miss?" Is that funny? A funny joke.
Very funny indeed. Very funny. What about the $25?
Oh, the $25. Well, you see, Doctor, I get $10,000 a show. And I tell 400 jokes a show. So 400 into $10,000 is $25. So we're even. Thank you very much.
Well, Mr. Rooney, how how is it coming along?
How is it coming along? You know, even though he gave me the little small, minute things to do, put me away, sort of, say, in the background, well, everything came along fine. I just gradually, I was so great, I was so brilliant, I was so wonderful. Doctor, you've got to help me. I cannot go on being this great.
There, Mr. Rooney. Now, your problem is that you can't accept success.
Huh?
You must do it by easy stages. Now, today, you climbed too quickly.
Oh, I did?
Yes, you must say to yourself, I'm no good.
I'm no good.
I'm a bum.
I'm a bum. I am a bum. Yes, I'm a derelict. Alone in the world without a friend. I need someone's comfort. I need someone's pity. I can't face it any longer.
Oh, that's very good, Mr. Rooney. Very good. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks, will you?
Yes, I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, doctor, didn't you forget a little something?
Oh, yes. Here you are, my boy.
Dag, I want to get a place to sleep tonight.
Yes.
God,
All right, stretch your arms, Bill. Come on, Jack. Come on. What happened? All right, kids. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you. You can take a break. All right, Don. Hold the music. Thank you very much. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. I'll do what the doctor just told me to do. I'll deflate his ego. That Mickey Rooney will kill him. I'll make him a stagehand. I know what I'll do. I'll make him Francis's assistant. There's nothing lower than that. Where's Francis? Francis! 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 Come on! Francis, don't stop me, would you? Don't stop me. I don't feel good. I just came from the doctor.
The doctor gave you a dirty bill of health, I hope?
No, it's not that kind of a doctor. This doctor examines your brain.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How much is he charging you to put one in?
I'm getting one that's never been used before. Yours. Now look, Francis.
Oh,
will you do
isn't
me a
that
favor?
clever? Oh, you're such a wit.
Thank you.
You're a regular Allen.
Steve?
Gracie.
This chick burns me up.
I get it. I
What?
get it. Burns and Allen.
Now shut up now.
Oh, such sophisticated remarks.
Yeah.
They shoot out of your mouth like a raffle.
They what?
They shoot out of your mouth like a raffle.
Not a raffle, a rifle.
A raffle. Every time you open your mouth, you're taking a chance.
Now stop it! Now, will you cut it out now, please? You're crazy. Your family must have been nuts about seafood to bring up a shrimp like you, I'll tell you.
Oh, now you spoiled it.
What did I
You
spoil?
spoiled it.
What did I
See
do?
the way you cheapen yourself? I mean, you were going so great with that sophisticated repartee, and then zing. You're telling shrimp jokes.
Oh, stop.
I mean, a big man like you don't have to be lowbrow and disgusting.
I know.
You could be highbrow and disgusting.
Francis, I will have you know you're talking to Milton Berle, and I'm the star of this show.
Oh, chip, chip, chip.
Oh, Francis. Stop it, will you?
Milton Berle, big star.
Now, listen. I demand respect when I'm standing in front of you.
Respect you'll get when you're laid out in front of me.
Now, stop it! Oh, boy, I don't know what I'm going to do. Now, Francis, listen, you miserable...
Here.
Yes.
Take your nervous nails off the nylon.
Well, it's nailed off the nylon.
You're tampering the Decron.
Now, Francis, please, would you do me a favor? I got to get something done. You understand? I want to do something. And, look, would you do me a favor?
What?
I want you to do me a big favor. You're picking on me. Is that right? You're picking on me. You shouldn't pick on me. You know why? Because I'm getting you somebody to assist you as a stagehand.
A relative?
Not a relative.
You're getting somebody a job?
No, I'm not getting a relative. Who I'm getting you is Mickey Rooney.
Mickey Rooney?
Mickey Rooney.
The Mickey Rooney?
That's right.
Who's Mickey Rooney?
Mickey Rooney from motion pictures.
You're getting him to be a stagehand?
That's right.
How'd you work that? What'd you do, slip Mickey a Mickey?
Thought I told you to wait in the test tube. Now, look, would you do me a favor? Now, Francis, this is very important. I got Mickey Rooney to be a stagehand, and I'm putting him in there for certain reasons. I hired him originally as my understudy, but he sings and he dances, he tells jokes, and he's too clever. Now, I'm going to make him a stagehand now. In the show, I'm doing a dramatic scene in the show called The Killer Instinct. It's a real dramatic scene, and all I want him to do in this scene is to set up the stage with you, so you bring in all the props with him. You're staring. You don't know what I'm saying? Go off and get Mickey.
Sounds nice.
Oh, quick. Now, go off. Go off and get...
Say some more.
Oh, shut up. Now, go...
I like the...
Oh, shut up now! Go off and get Rooney.
All right, I'll go.
Get him, hurry up.
Yes,
All right.
Let go. You make it
All right,
like
all right, go on, get out of here. I never heard of such a thing. There goes Francis, stepping out 1,000 of iodine bottles all over the world. Now look, Victor, when we take this scene, it's a dramatic scene, and the idea of the scene... Wait a minute, just a minute. Pardon me, is this the table for the scene? I said, is this the table for the scene?
Is this a table for the scene? What are you hollering on me for? Don't holler on me.
Please stop.
Don't holler on me.
I'm not...
You're hollering
All
on
I
me.
asked you, is this the table?
Of course it's a table. What is it, supposed to be a chair?
No, it's not a chair. Now, they're ganging up on me now. Look. All I asked you is a little question. Is this the table for the...
Of course anybody can see it's a table.
All I did was to table the question.
Oh, that's delightful.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah, that's brilliant. You've got a wonderful sense of humor.
Thank you.
Yes.
Good imagination.
I told you, you had a wonderful sense of humor.
I had a great imagination.
Yes, yes.
I'm very funny.
Yes, you are funny. I told you you got a great imagination.
Now, shut up now.
What are you doing?
Now, will you please stop it now? I am the star of the show. I'm Milton Berle.
Oh, no! Beautiful. Milton Berle.
Listen,
Wait a minute. Take your mealy meat hooks off of the muslin.
Muslin?
You're wilting the worsted.
I was... Now, shut up. You stay out of this.
Don't you holler on my boy.
Don't you... Now, this is ridiculous. Now, this is serious.
Yeah.
I'm doing a dramatic scene in this show.
Wait a minute. You're going to be in a dramatic scene?
No, you're going. Sure, I'm going to do a dramatic scene.
Why don't you put Mickey in it, huh? What's the matter? You afraid to put Mickey in a dramatic scene?
I'm not afraid of anybody when it comes to acting.
No.
No.
Huh? I double dare you to put Mickey in the scene.
Would you care to be in the scene with me?
I do not care to be a success. Take it, Shorty. Okay, Stretch.
Have it.
I'll take it, Stretch.
Shorty and Stretch. One on top of the other wouldn't make a king-size cigarette. Now, look. This scene is a different type of scene than I've ever been doing before. Yeah. Very different. I'm doing a tragic scene.
So what's so different from your last show?
I was... Now, get out of here.
Good student, huh?
Yes, a good student. Now, get out. All right, Victor. Strike up the man for the...
Bringing back to this other dramatic story of a young prize-fighter's struggle for success in the ring, called The Killer Instinct, right after these few words from Sunbeam.
Hello, I'm Peg Murdoch. For the best in food mixing, look for the mark of quality. Be sure you see Sunbeam on the mixer you choose so that you get all the advantages for your every mixing need. Only the Sunbeam Mixmaster has these larger bowl-fit beaters. They actually fit the contours of the mixing bowl to give all the batter a more thorough mixing. Ordinary mixers have smaller beaters that let batter escape and pile up around the sides of the bowl where it's never mixed. Only Sunbeam gives you properly mixed batter like this to assure you of perfect results every time. Like this lighter, higher, and finer textured cake with its velvety smooth Mixmaster icing. But remember, only the genuine Sunbeam Mixmaster offers you all the extra advantages, like this famous Mixmaster blender. It works in combination with your Mixmaster to even further enlarge its usefulness. And now, for a limited time only, you can still get this famous Mixmaster blender combination for only $49.95. It's a regular $57.45 value, so you save $7.50. But be sure you get the genuine Mixmaster in smart black and white or gem-like chrome finish. There's only one by that name, the Sunbeam Mixmaster. But if you're already one of the 12 million enthusiastic Mixmaster owners, then look for Sunbeam, the mark of quality, for that same satisfaction with these other wonderful products, like the sensational Lady Sunbeam, the new modern way to feminine daintiness, the famous Sunbeam Controlled Heat Automatic Fry Pan, the Sunbeam Radiant Controlled Toaster. It gives you the same uniform golden brown toast every time. The new Sunbeam Steam or Dry Iron that lets you iron on an all-over cushion of rolling steam. Or the Sunbeam Mixmaster Junior, the finest junior size mixer made. And it's now available in your choice of 6 beautiful colors. Yes, for the best electric appliances made, look for the mark of quality. Sunbeam.
The Milton Berle Show will return in exactly 30 seconds.
Why are you looking
The scene is the fighter's dressing room in a neighborhood club. A room shared by all the boxes on the card. Not very glamorous, not very private. Just the smell of sweat and cheap liniment.
The future lightweight champ. You a dynamite kid. Dynamite. Say it. Take off those gloves.
Get those things off me, will you?
Oh, you a dynamite.
You like the way I changed my
Harry,
style?
you changed your style. You a
I set him up there with a left hand on Mike, and then I popped that right hand. You see him go down?
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Rambo, third round, huh?
Oh, dynamite kid. You got the lightweight championship right in your hand. I told everybody to stay out of it. Keep that door closed.
Hi, Doc.
Let's take a look at those bandages. All right, son. You're in the clear.
What do you mean, Doc? What do you mean I'm in the clear?
Edwards took a bad bang when his head hit the floor.
Oh, I know, but he was coming around before we left the ring. Mike, you said he was coming through.
Sure, I told you he was coming through when we left the ring.
Huh?
Edwards is dead. It's all right, son. You got nothing to worry about. You're clean.
Edwards is dead.
Come on, Harry. Come on, kid. Come on, kid.
Mike, did you hear what he said? He said that Edwards is dead. I
Get a
just
grip
caught
on
this
yourself.
fella a few minutes ago in the
No,
ring.
kid, get a grip on yourself. Come on, sit up here.
The crowd kept yelling to me, kill him.
You'll have to
Go
talk
on,
to the
kill him,
reporters.
Harry.
You'll have to talk to the
Reporters?
reporters. Yeah.
What do you mean reports?
Well, they'll make a big stink about the whole thing.
Why?
Edwards was a big-time fighter once, but he's all washed up.
All washed up. Mike, you never told me that he was washed up.
My job to do that. My job is to get you fights, and your job is to fight them.
I know,
That's
but
all.
I'm supposed to be good. There's no setups.
What do you mean setups? Mike Gordon takes no chances. We'd blow this chance, we'd have blown $1 million just like that.
You knew Edwards couldn't hurt me. That's why you told me to go in there and slug it out with him, huh?
You
Is that
had,
it, Mike?
you had to slug it out. After that lousy Ruby Wells fight.
The Ruby Wells fight, lousy. I won that
What do
fight.
you mean you won? You boxed. Public don't pay to see boxing. They want to see blood.
Blood.
So you got Edwards.
Edwards was safe.
Edwards is dead, Mike.
All right? Blame
Edwards
me.
is dead. Well, I'm not blaming you.
I'll take the blame. You can blame me. I don't
Look,
care.
I got to do the
I don't care what... I told you to keep that door closed and keep everybody up. Hey, lady. It's a men's dressing room. Come on, take a powder.
Which is Edward's locker.
Huh?
I've come to get his things.
Mrs. Edwards, Doyle. I didn't mean to do it, because it was just an accident or something. We're all in this game together. We got to take a chance.
Shut up.
Wait a minute. You can't talk to my boy that way.
Can't talk to
No, you
him.
can't.
He only murdered my husband.
What do you want to do? Ruin the kid? He's just getting started. He's got the championship.
Why didn't you use a gun?
Oh, wait a minute. Harry, move away. Don't you talk to my boy this way. I've been priming this kid for years. Nobody pushed your husband into this fight. Nobody.
No, nobody but his 3 kids. They got a bad habit. Eating. Oh, easy money, the fight game. Real easy till you start going downhill, and then you have to take what you can get. You know what Charlie said about you. He said you were safe. He said you were decent. He saw the Ruby Wells fight. He said you carried Ruby the last 3 rounds.
Hey, I look at the referee, and I wanted him to stop the fight, but he wouldn't do it, and I just didn't have the heart
You had the heart tonight.
They started to boo me like they did in the Wells fight.
They cheered you tonight.
But that booing, it takes the skin off your back, Mrs. Edwards.
I say it again. The crowd's out for blood. They
I
want...
had
I remember I hurt him in the 3rd round. 3rd round, I set him up with the left hand. I hit him with a left hook to the body and a left hook to the jaw, and I had the right hand all cocked and ready to let go, and then I held it back. I don't know what made me hold it back, and then they started to boo me. started booming like they did in Wells Fargo. You know what that booing does to you?
It takes the skin right off your back.
I saw everything I worked for. You know, lightweight championship and everything. I saw months of training, everything going down the drain. And someone told me, he said, go on, hit him. You know, let it go. Bang, it's Sunday. Then I let it go. I hit him with one lousy right-hand punch. Hit his segment. And one lousy punch, I didn't mean to do it, Mrs. Edwards. I didn't mean to do it.
Oh, not your fault. Not your fault. Charlie was just the same. He didn't know any better, and you don't know any
Look, Mrs. Edwards, we'll do all we can. We'll give you the kid's purse.
I don't want
You gotta believe me, Mrs. Edwards. I didn't mean to do it. It was just an accident, you know?
Look, I'm not blaming you. I'm not blaming anybody. Charlie let them use him just like they're using you. And someday it may be you they're going to carry out of that ring, feet first.
I hope they do, Mrs.
Oh, now cut it.
No.
I deserve
Come
it.
on,
I
Harry,
really
cut
do.
it out.
Nothing like
Come
this
on.
has ever happened.
Get a grip on
Listen,
yourself.
I knew what I was doing every minute of the time I was in
Sure,
there,
you
Mike.
knew what you were doing all the time.
You always told me. You said inside of each and every one of us is a killer.
That's right.
And if I wanted to be champion of the world, I'd have to let that killer out someday.
I said it,
Well, I
didn't
let
I?
it out tonight, didn't I,
Sure
for you,
you
Mike?
did. You're there,
I let
son.
it out.
You did.
Mrs. Edwards, I knew every minute of the time what I was doing.
He knew what he was doing all the
He
time.
was hurting. I kept bumping him with that right hand. I wanted to be champion. I wanted to be champion. I hit him with it. I hit him with it, Mike. I hit him, Mike.
Come on, Harry. Sit up on the table. Get a grip on yourself. Don't worry, kid. You're my baby. You're my boy. You got the lightweight championship right in your hand. You did it. Nothing can stop you now, boy. Nothing can stop you now.
Nothing can stop me now, Mike. You're right. I killed a man tonight. Nothing can stop me now. I'm killing Doyle. I'm killing Doyle. You understand that, Mike? Nothing can stop me now because I can kill Doyle.
Mr. Berle, I do not understand you at all.
What do you mean, Doc?
I told you distinctly to keep him off the stage.
Yeah, well, that's right.
You were going to make him a stagehand.
That's right.
Now you tell me that he got into a dramatic playlet with you, and he was the star again.
That's right. He ran away with the thing
Well,
again.
why didn't you play the part of the fighter?
That's what I should have done. I'm watertight. I'm stronger. I'm heavier. I'm punchier. What am I saying?
You should have played the part and gotten some less important actors to play the other parts so you could come off as the star.
Yeah, that's what I should have done. And the way I would play it, it would be a different kind of a play.
So true, Mr. Berle.
I'd give it my special interpretation.
Right.
You know how that play would have come off with me as the fighter? It would start the same way, except that instead of Rooney, I'll get actors who can't act.
That's a very good idea, Mr. Berle. Get actors who can't act.
This scene is the fighter's dressing room in a neighborhood club. A room shared by all the boxes on the card. Not very glamorous, not very private. Just the smell of sweat and cheap liniment.
Find a room. You, get going. You're on next. Come on, get out there. All right, fella. Come on in, fella. Come on, fella. Let's get the robe off you. All right, get on the table there, fella. What happened to you in there?
Well, I was
Wait a minute, wait. You still got your mouthpiece in. Let's get your mouthpiece on.
Yeah. We should have just taken out the mouthpiece, not the whole piece. Hey, how was I in a fight tonight? Do I?
What fight? You ain't even had the fight yet. You slipped on the stairs going into the ring. I thought I hit somebody. You hit Lucy Monroe. She was getting ready to sing. Lucy Monroe, I wouldn't hit Lucy Monroe because I love Lucy. All right, come on, get going. You gotta get out there. No, I don't want to. My hand, look at my hand. My hand's all swollen. Look at it. What's swollen? It's just another glove. I thought it was swollen. I can't fight. All right, now get out there. I want to see you knock heads with that. Get out there.
You're pushing me. You're pushing me. I don't want to fight. Can't you get me another fight like that Ruby Wells who I fought last week?
Do you want to be champ?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want to be champ?
Yeah.
You can't fight Ruby Wells every week.
I wish you'd get me Ruby Wells. I'd like to fight her again. Can't you get me Ruby Wells?
Yeah, who is it? Hey, what are you doing here? This is a dressing room. Can't you read? Take a powder.
This is the powder room?
What do you want here?
Which one is Edward's locker?
Huh?
I've come to get his things. If there ain't gonna be any fight, then I might as well get him his things.
There's gonna be a fight. He just had a little accident. That's all.
I had a little accident. You see, I could...
Shut up!
Hey, you got no right to talk to my boy like that. Take it easy, kid. Come on. Up. Now, you got no right to talk to my boy like that.
I got no right. He's only a murderer.
What do you mean I'm murderer? Who I'm murderer?
Nobody but our 3 kids.
3 kids?
If my husband don't fight, then he don't get the purse. And our kids have a bad habit. Eating. You're a murderer. Why didn't you just use a gun on our 3 kids?
I don't know what 3 kids you're talking about.
We've got 3 little daughters.
Yeah?
All girls. 4 years old, 6 years old, and 8 years old. You've got to fight, you hear me?
All right, I'll fight the 4-year-old one.
You're a murderer, that's what you are, you're a murderer.
Stick a toe, break my bone, they never hurt me. Stick a toe, break my bone.
Shut up! All right, you're not going to fight. Then I might as well get my husband's things and go home. Which one is Edward's locker?
I think it's that one over there. What do you want?
I said which one is Edward's locker?
Try that one over there. Nothing can stop me now. I'm killing dogs.
This is a dramatic presentation.
Kukla, stop washing those delicate fabrics by hand.
But I must wash these flimsies by hand, or there is no washer that can wash them safely.
Oh, but there is the new 2-speed RCA Whirlpool does
Hold it, madam. Just a moment. Just a moment. Come with me, young man. And here it is now. The new dragon-size RCA Whirlpool washer with 2 different speeds, 2 adjustable time cycles, both in one automatic washer. And this wonderful feature here...
Please, Ollie.
Oh, sorry, Fran. I'm a madcap.
Wait a minute, you two. Let's be serious. Fran, can you show me how the new 2-speed RCA Whirlpool washes all fabrics and saves me work, time, and money?
Well, I certainly can, with my new housewife-size RCA Whirlpool. You know, the new RCA Whirlpool gives you 2 speeds as well as 2 adjustable time cycles.
That's all.
Just set the dial for regular wash, and automatically you get the right speed for sheets, towels, blue jeans, your regular laundry. Another flip of the dial, And automatically you get a 1/3 slower speed, just right for delicate fabrics you've been afraid to wash before, except by hand. And the spin slows down 1/3, too.
Gee, friend, that's wonderful.
So now you see, Cooper, you can wash anything that's washable automatically in the new RCA Whirlpool.
Golly, friend, those 2 speeds handle almost any kind of laundry. It's like having 2 machines in one.
Well, yes. You just talk to a woman who uses an RCA Whirlpool, then see your RCA Whirlpool dealer. Ask him to show you the new 2-speed RCA Whirlpool washer and matching dryer.
This has been a dramatized presentation.
Ow! Excuse me.
Yes, I understand completely. But I do not think the symptoms are too alarming.
Look, guys.
Oh, Milton! Mickey! Have you been coming here all the time? You mean to tell me that...
Wait a minute.
What?
You've been coming to the same dock?
Wait, we both have...
Look, Dutch.
You mean you 2 gentlemen? Oh, this is too much. Between the both of you, you're driving me crazy.
Why, he's got a lot of nerve for him saying
I
we
never heard
drive.
I'm getting out of here.
Where you going?
To see my analyst. You're giving me a split personality. Good day.
Oh, no!
Thank you. Thank you very much. Folks, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. I want to thank my guest stars, Mickey Rooney, Peggy King, Arnold Stang, Ruth Gilbert, and Casey Adams, Victor Young and his orchestra, and everybody that did such a great job. Next week, ladies and gentlemen, Bob Hope with a fantastic show. He's going to have Kim Novak, Leo DeRocha, Pearl Bailey, Ken Murray, Victor Moan, and be sure to watch it. I'll be back 3 weeks from tonight. My guest stars, Deborah Paget and Elvis Presley. You've been a very wonderful audience. On behalf of Sunbeam, RCA Victor, and RCA Whirlpool, may I say good night, and God bless you. Thank you very much.
Bob is joined by an all-star parade of guests: Kim Novak, Victor Moan, Ken Murray, and Pearl Bailey. The Bob Hope Show next Tuesday, NBC Television.
These plans were developed for people just like you. People who are interested in having the very latest ideas in design that will help them cut down on the time and the effort that must be spent in doing kitchen work. Since you folks have an old-fashioned kitchen, you know the amount of stooping and reaching that must be done, and the running from one corner of the kitchen to the other. During the last few years, our Bureau and the land-grant colleges have received hundreds of requests from farm homemakers asking for suggestions that would help them do their kitchen work faster and more easily. That's why we've developed this kitchen.
Well, just how did you go about developing the design for this U-kitchen?
We based our planning on established principles of work simplification to supply storage space and workspace for all the activities that take place there, arranged for maximum convenience and with good working heights and good light. Incidentally, we developed this U-arranged kitchen first, but the principles of planning we used, we can apply to other arrangements, such as the L and the corridor type. Laboratory research in our Bureau and in the state agricultural experiment stations has made evident many of the requirements of a good kitchen. For example, we have learned that more counter space is required for the making of cookies and bread than for any other mixing operation. Experiments have shown that we need at least 36 inches and that 42 inches is a more desirable length for the mixing counter. Different kitchen jobs have been studied to determine the most comfortable working height for each. To obtain different heights in our kitchen, we use pull-out boards. Revolving corner cupboards to make the greatest use of available space. These bring things so they're easily seen and reached. Models for many features were made and experimented. Some were used, some discarded. Good lighting is important in the kitchen. To obtain this, we developed a design for a homemade fixture, which would enable the farmer to use modern lighting at minimum cost. A shallow wooden trough in which we mounted 4 40-watt fluorescent tubes was hung 8 inches from the ceiling, above the work centers. And finally our kitchen began to take form. The units for each activity were put together to secure an orderly sequence of work. We planned this kitchen to take care of the preparation of food, eating, clearing, and some food preservation. As a convenient place for the telephone and for making out menus and market orders, we also included a planning center. The planning desk is actually a drop-leaf table on casters, which can become a tea cart or an extra work or dining table. By placing a large picture window across the end of the kitchen, we gained the benefit of natural light over all work surfaces. Since most women prefer to work from right to left, we placed the mixing center in the right leg of the U, between the refrigerator and the sink center. In the mixing center, as in all other work areas, we planned storage facilities to take care of all of the supplies and the equipment used in that center. These revolving corner shelves make it possible to store the heavy and frequently used foods near working level. They are roomy enough to hold all of the staple supplies used here. Just below counter level, shallow drawers give handy access to small equipment used in the mixing center. Even in the best of kitchens, one will have to stoop sometimes. Store here only things used occasionally, like picnic supplies, extra large baking utensils, and odds and ends. See how easy it is to get at what you want. We designed the smaller top shelf for long-handled pans to allow full use of the shelf space below. Space ordinarily wasted is utilized to advantage by these built-in bins for flour and sugar. Another advantage is that they eliminate canisters, which take up counter surface. Behind the door, a container holding 40 pounds of flour feeds into the smaller bin below. Top shelf space is used to good advantage by vertical files for baking pans. This does away with stacking and with stooping or excessive reaching. This mixing center, like the other centers in our kitchen, embodies all the principles of good planning. Thus it has plenty of work surface at comfortable heights, well lighted by natural and artificial lighting, with everything needed stored within easy reach. For sitting at work, this pull-out board at lap level, 26 inches above the floor, gives a good working height. It permits a woman to sit comfortably in an ordinary kitchen chair with a good backrest, her feet flat on the floor while she's working at long and tedious jobs. To supply additional work surface in food preservation, the table from the planning center can be easily rolled over and placed next to the pull-out board. To the left of the mixing counter is the Vegetable Preparation and Dishwashing Center. With knife rack and utensil cupboard at the right, vegetables in front of her, and sink at the left, this worker has a step-saving setup for preparing vegetables. A garbage hatch in the counter eliminates stooping and avoids repeated handling of garbage. The pail in the metal-lined compartment below can be removed for emptying from the outside through an insulated door in the wall. All bins and the compartments into which they fit are designed for easy cleaning. In the cooking and serving center are all of the supplies and equipment used at the range. Right above the range are bins built into the wall for foods such as cereals that go directly into boiling water, and also for seasonings that are used at the range. Notice how these doors fold back, safely out of the way. Serving dishes and range utensils are close at hand. The serving counter next to the range is convenient to the dish covers. Sliding doors back of this counter and cupboard give access from the dining room side. In the dishwashing center, dishes are scraped directly into the garbage hatch and stacked ready for washing. A double bowl sink provides for both washing and draining. The one on the right is shallow, about 5 inches deep, making for a comfortable height for dishwashing. The drainer hangs across the deeper bowl, with room at the side for emptying liquids. This bowl, because of its depth, 8 inches, is also satisfactory for washing large quantities of fruits and vegetables. Just back of the faucets is a cupboard for storing soaps and cleaning supplies. Extra supplies and a handy waste paper basket are kept under the sink. After they're scalded and dried, silver, glass, and dishes are stored in adjoining cupboards. Here's a handy rack for drying dish towels. Out of the way of meal preparation is this storage closet. Besides cleaning equipment, it has a rack for first aid supplies, convenient for emergencies. The upper section is reserved for a few jars of canned foods, saving trips to the food storage room. This serving counter, adjacent to the range, is convenient to both the dining room and the kitchen dining table. This attractive dining space has been planned to be compact, but not cramped. It gives ample room for a table that can be extended to seat 6 comfortably. A ledge under the large picture window is wide enough to hold the electrical equipment used at the table. Shelves below give convenient storage space. In this kitchen that has made her task of food preparation so much lighter, the housewife can share her family's enjoyment at mealtime.